Oh, there's somebody, I think there's somebody. That's fine. No. No way you're taking them up and good thing you're bad. No, doing that because it's beautiful. I'm trying to get there so I can get the bathroom real quick. And somebody else would grab it. There was some shit like she was gonna grab it. As we were about to leave, and she was putting it on the phone. And I'm like, we're about to walk out the door. It's got my slide. Me and you're taking a food. So I was like,
You have a question or anything? Just don't die.
I don't even know what's that.
Okay, fine. Well, are you ready?
Sure, why not?
So only rules is no shoes on the mat and no bare feet off the mat. So if you need to borrow a slide, you can, or I have a fresh pair
Hey,
under the iPad there, and you can.
that's gonna be clear.
Yeah.
But I think it's like maybe
You're also welcome to just take a pair. Those are fresh. Those are brand new under the iPad if you don't have any with you. And
I need to bring my old ones up.
the other one's on here. That's all I'm not concerned.
Community is like a big, like a big purple
All right.
triangle or something.
Got it all right?
Yeah.
All right.
Why is the camera so low?
I was experimenting.
Let's do a close-up shot. And dude, it completely freaks me out when I'm watching this live
Yeah.
and it's pointed this way,
I guess.
you know, mirrors.
Yeah.
So I'm looking and on the left, I should see the mirror logo. On the right, I should see the hall.
You're right.
It's completely flipped.
I think I just fixed that actually. Yeah, like it actually, I just figured that out and figured out how to fix it. So it actually, if you pull up the stream now, it actually should be fixed.
I think it's always good to have your logo in the back.
Okay.
When I'm taking y'all's picture, I try to make sure there's short, or when I'm videoing, I try to get that in the frame while I'm doing it, so the logo. Right.
All right, guys. We're gonna dive in. So first, so tonight's still around the back, but we're gonna take a break from turtle, go back to grip fighting. We're gonna do a quick review of the grip fighting sequence from last week, and then I'm gonna give you some new ones. Okay. All right. So, get back. I got you. I got you. I don't know if I pulled or strained or what, but my adductors are like they woke me up last night. Like they were so locked up. Like I'm really concerned I'm gonna start cramping up here any minute. So I will sit up. All right, guys. So again, we're starting from our underhook side with our standard back control, standard seatbelt. All right, but the first I'm gonna move away so I don't yell in Chad's ear. But imagine I'm in here tight where I'm supposed to be, but I'm trying to be nice.
Yeah, appreciate that.
Yeah, I'm a work in progress. So, all right, so I've got my seatbelt. He's got a 2-on-1. So yeah, good defensive grips there. First thing we're gonna do is what we did last week. I'm gonna look to. He's got a good 2-on-1 on my choke arm. I'm gonna look to pommel my hand on the inside. I'm gonna point my I'm gonna pommel my underhook hand on the inside. I'm going to point my knuckles of my choke arm up and kind of drive into his wrist this way. Grab my own fingers with an S grip, and then I've got a push, like a roll of the wrist and an extension of the tricep, and a pull, like a retraction of the wrist and a retraction of the elbow to separate the grip. And I'm looking, you see how I look to catch it like that, right as I break it? This is to slow him down further. The other thing I'm looking to do is as I break the grip, not only am I looking to catch this grip, I'm also simultaneously looking to build high or climb up for my choke, right? Because I might be able to get in here real quick. Go ahead, get in here when we get like this, and I just get under the chin immediately. Or we also talked about this last week. I'm not gonna belabor it, but if he still might have a good strong claw grip there, and now it's just a race. So I can still kind of spider walk up and get as far as I can. And then it's going to be a race between letting this grip that I have go and getting up to this claw and getting a pinky pry with my thumb. which is also sprained right now. So it's very painful to do. I'm very pained up this week. All right. Any questions on that one? I want you to drill both of these. So that one, right? The S grip, go ahead. I'm going to pommel my underhook side, that hand to the inside. I'm going to point my knuckles in, kind of towards his head, block an S grip, and it's a push and a pull. And I'm looking to sink the choke in. The other one, from the same 2-on-1, I've got my underhook hand again. Sorry, I'm trying to not yell here. I'm going to pommel to the inside, and I'm going to look to take a thumb pry. I want to get my thumb under his thumb and cover all 4 of his knuckles with my fingers. And then I'm looking to, again, roll the wrist and extend the tricep as I also climb with my choke hand. Okay, so one more time. Got my seatbelt, pommel my hand to the inside, get under the thumb, cover his fingers with all of his knuckles with my fingers, roll the wrist, extend the tricep, climb for the choke. All right, and this is where we're stopping. We're not trying to choke, just trying to get here. All right, any questions? All right, let's do both of those. Let's just get at least 5 or 6 apiece, and then let's make it quick because we can move on to the new content. All right, 1, 2, 3. Chad, go in the bath. It's just 35. Okay.
You know, up to the choke first. That way you can kind of. Okay. Right here. What you gonna do? See my. So.
I got a new job. Yeah, I got another job. I got offered another job like a few days ago for cleaning pools. For pool works construction. My buddy Mark got on me and I'm gonna start. They're gonna give me my own truck. Okay. Yeah, it's a good thing too. Like first, anywhere from $15 to $18 an hour to start off with. And then the salary once in like a certain amount of time. Right. Yeah, I get up to 4 for 30 hours every day. So thank you.
The other one's playing the house. Down. So at the same time, you're here to say, at the same time. You want to go on that? I guess. And I'll push this arm down. That's the center. You get used to it. Or somebody that's tagging where I'm trying to get there. It's like that. So, yeah. Like that. This. Right, you're gonna take a small one breath on a stroke mark. Nice, now you're gonna work under the side, arms gonna come inside, the under the knee, it's gonna rumble inside. Point your knuckles into the board, it's your base. Your fingers can run scratch, stop from there. Your right hand, and make sure you go to try. Like you wanna pretty much get to like the back of my neck, you get your hand right. All and that's just I want it back. That's what I'm trying to do for especially like stuff. That's here, your grip, close your fist, but just one at the same time. Yes, and if I would prepare what you do. Yeah.
Yeah, right there. That's really better, like, the end of the lever. Get the tracks up there. Well. I finally figured out how to say multiple cameras. Serious.
How's it doing?
Yeah, it's gonna make them.
Are you saving and archiving all this?
Yeah, I got everything. It's all on YouTube too, like uploaded. Simply in file. This may or may not actually work. We're gonna try. So,
In your case, have a magnet?
there's no case on that one, but it has like the mag, so
You wanna take this hand and push it away with the word.
I've got the pass-through case, but I like to epoxy a piece of metal on it because I've got a magnet. I just don't throw it up there and sticks. But are you saying there's the magnet immediately?
As soon as you start, you wanna have like that tension on this one, shoots up.
Like up here, there's
Because even a lot of times, like, it'll make words. People, yeah, I have words.
for my non-true side.
I knew there was angle.
I don't think it's gonna, it's not gonna be tough. But it's. There's a little bump up.
I thought that's what you were saying.
Oh, no, it's kind of what you did in there.
Oh, I thought you stuck it to that. Thing.
Oh, it was like-
Never mind.
I think that's. I wonder if we're gonna get the shot, the try. I think that'd be kind of cool, so you can't get it like a parent side of you.
You could easily, put a mount. You could like, hit a mount here. That's where the swivel on it. That's a whole different deal, cause you can have a video guy, but you know they make something.
No, like, somebody's got a.
You know they make, I've seen this on YouTubers, they make auto, yes. So like, this guy I watch sometimes, video was talking about, I just got this huge drop, yes, get up to the bathroom. So, but it would like face on it. All right, hey, everybody get one or two more and let's bring it back in. So can you pull it up, see if you actually see a bird's eye? If I can, or if it looks like. If I'm not still having the same. Oh, right. Problems. What do you want me to look on Facebook? Yeah, or YouTube, doesn't matter.
Yeah.
I think.
Really making space. Yeah. And when you really use that speed, all that's gonna work.
Yeah, might work better when we raise the ceiling.
I see you.
Oh, that's all you're trying to break it, Chris. You know, trying to.
Test.
That, you know, you have like.
Let's see. Oh, I see.
That's all you're trying to break it. They're gonna want to be trying. Test. Over here.
Huh. If I haven't tried YouTube.
Oh, I see. I'll put it in a second.
I'll look on YouTube.
I must have messed something up on it. Oh, it probably locked. It auto locked. That's what happened. I'll fix it. All right, guys, just bring it in. You have questions on either of those? That was mostly a recap, but
Anybody struggle with it? Good. All right. So next today we're gonna add to this. So I'm going to we're gonna first work a just a near side wrist control. What I mean by that is this is actually kind of my default. It always has been, like, ever since I learned it. I don't actually play seatbelt that much. I'm not saying not to, like, obviously it's great. We've been enjoying it, but I just kind of automatically always go for this near side wrist control. And we used to run this a lot. Nick used to teach this a lot. You've seen it before. What I'm doing is taking my underhook hand, and even in the transition, as I go to take this back, like, if I can find that wrist, I'm looking for it. Right. And then I'm always looking to grab down here near the meat of the pinky, not way up here. Remember, I always have more leverage at the end of the rope, right? I don't want to be up here. I want to be down here. I also like to, we try to, you remember when we talk about figure fours, we talk about Americanas and Kimura's, we're always talking about how weak they get. The more that we bring his elbow in alignment with his shoulder and his wrist in close to his chest like this, the weaker he becomes, because it's all just shoulder muscles. Down here, he gets to activate pecs and all kinds of stuff, and Chad has good pecs. I'm filtering myself because I'm in stream. All right. So from here, I like to play this game, and then we'll bring it in nice and tight, right? Because now I have a good degree of control, and I basically own this arm at this point. But what we could start looking to do is whether you want to kind of use this to go and take whatever grip you want. If I can get any situation where I can get this grip separated and I can start sinking in my choke, he's going to reach up and pull back my thumb. Let's just pretend we don't get it, right? Like, go ahead and grab my thumb with your right hand. As he pulls it back, though, think about this. He pulls it back towards his other wrist. There's this moment where he pulls it in place, and I can swap grips here into this straight jacket grip. That makes sense? Right? This is what we're looking for. Now, ideally, I did it wrong. I need to drill this too. I really want to land here. Right? So let's run it again. So I sink this choke in. He starts separating, and I'm going to grab here, and I'm looking to grab underneath. Once I have a straight jacket, I want to make sure I control this by pulling his elbow to the center line. And then I can push his other arm towards his belly button. All right, so this is going to be, sorry, my leg is killing me. I'm really trying to talk through pain. Once we have a palm on the belly button, this is where we want to start running our arm trap game. Anytime I can make his palm get to his belly button, I'm able to take my heel, carve into the crook of the elbow, and start carving down with my heel to trap the arm. And now it's a 2-on-1. He only has one defensive hand, and I have two, right? And now we can start setting in our chokes, right? So let's run this real quick. Let's run this sequence from this underhook. Let's actually just run our let's run just a thumb pry here. Let's say we're able to separate this grip. We start coming up. He's going to trap. Yep, he's going to grab it. I'm coming back down. As I come down, I'm looking to collect that grip, and I'm looking to immediately pull it up, pull his elbow towards the center line, and push his palm towards his belly button. Once I've got this control, remember my head's in tight too. If I'm up here, he's going to easily get that arm back, and he's going to start spinning out, right? So I want to make sure I'm in tight. I'm preventing him from rotating. Once I've got his palm as low as his belly button, my heel can carve at the crook of the elbow, and I can carve down. And if you choose, you can also extend and put your shoelaces in the small of his back. And at this point, sometimes you can even get an arm bar there. It's good. Anyone need to see that one again? All right, 1, 2, 3.
Boy, why are you looking
did?
at me?
The only reason you didn't say you did is because I said something earlier. I didn't even do it.
I have it down 100%.
I dare you to go over there and do that. No,
Like I played so many.
That's what it is. But like,
yeah. You did it perfect, no help. I'll give you $10.
no,
I'm not, but
No, like a bunch of guys who done it in a while. And done them in a while.
I have not done one.
And it's that's those little small muscles that you work.
There's like 80.
On that, you roll them out. You have to get a foam roller.
I just think I was heavy. I used to I do 405. I have 185. And it felt fine. Like
Yeah.
it didn't hurt. Like it was fine. It's just like 2 days later, it's chilling.
Yeah, that's the same way it is for me, dude. When I go real heavy, when I'm not even going real heavy, even I know we can't do it. So it's
I haven't touched a barbell once. Like got this doing body weight stuff.
yeah.
yeah, but you. I didn't look at that.
So I need to that. I didn't realize too. Like I mean, I actually just like the same.
Go back and work your drift off.
Yeah, I'm.
This. I'm here.
Keep your side from grabbing. Yeah. Okay. I'm here, let off, so I'm running here. And. That's something. So. I'm here. Choke, goes down. This transition, trying to figure out how to do this transition. That was always the issue with this. It was. Nick can grab both hands with one hand, but. He would make that transition, I swear, Nick would always grab both, just like that, and then go, what would he do? Nick, I think a lot of times, Nick would, like, just manhandle two wrists at once, but, well, what's your, when you press this down to the belly, here, that's where you want to get, but you've got this where he holds your hand down.
I'm in my own way right here. I kind of like this.
So, all I know to do is take this thumb and rip this and come up through that back. So he pulled me down. So, all I know to do is make it smooth and like for your grab. I don't know if they want to be on. Okay. So, what's the point? We're just getting to the point where we have. I always have a lot of trouble with this people being one hand control too. So pull down and then I would take. I wish I could tell you, but I can't get it straight here. So we're here. He rips down. Okay. I think he would come up and rip, because you're having to exchange hands. So he would take the belly button hand, lower hand, your underhook, take this book you've got, rip that off and re-grab, and then. So, yes, there we go. The bottom hand, your underhook bottom hand. Hook stop. Hook grab that wrist. Grab his upper wrist. Okay, no, I'm gonna steal. All right, get where I am, Jason. He's just pulled your hand. Luke's just pulled your thumb away. So he's pulling down. Now reach with your left hand over the top. So come out and around with this thumb. And make the change. And I just didn't know how to do it. Go to the reset. You're saying down, grab. It's blocked by your. So let your upper hands grab it. Your upper hand is grabbing here, and then fumbling under. And fumbling under too. My problem is this. It keeps. I mean, I could, yeah. Do it, slow down, place. I mean, let me see, that's just a tucker. I just want to see it. Tucker's leaving us again. Yeah, I don't know if I should see him or what. So here. That works. What you doing?
I think it works, but like it feels like it doesn't think it's on their hands. It's like, but they can't really do anything.
Grabs here. I think that's it feels awkward because it's one of his wrists is not.
Stall.
That's what JC's doing. That's what you're doing, Jason.
They did that as half of the way.
Yeah, with two hands.
Yeah, they would change it. I don't know how to do it.
I've seen him for two both from with one man.
So I was coming up here with a ball and kind of do probably what people are doing.
That's what I was getting at. But that all sound common. It's all establishing it.
At one point during either of our ways,
She was like, I like coffee. Never like
here,
no. She was like,
okay, my question is,
no, that's not French.
feeling pretty decent control there.
Yeah, so you can do that.
Sort of.
I think if I were going shop, but
And you're going here, you're
I think I'm
going.
Yeah, over here.
That's that's actually a true 2-on-1 when you go choke.
Checkpoint or straight back.
Yeah, I think that's.
You never went to the straight jack.
Let me show you. I did together like that. I've seen you go to one.
I think that's how he does it too. But he ain't going to straight jack. That's not straight jack.
I mean, you never had a straight jacket.
No, I'm saying like it's.
But that is probably what it's
Like.
Yeah. I'll tell you.
All right, let's do one more, and then let's keep working out too. I want to keep working out myself.
You can do it that way if you just don't put in flooring for what, 30 years. Then you have gorilla.
Oh, no, Nick has that wood strength, man, like that.
Yeah, I gotta.
I got wood strength. I'm talking about flooring.
He works on wood. Harvester.
Let's,
Ready? All right, so from here, here's one more. Anytime I can get his hand trapped, or get I have his top side arm, his top side palm to his belly button. I can always trap. It's the same that we just did, right? But this also is going to work, maybe more so when you fall to the overhook side, which we haven't been doing. We can go to the overhook side, but let's go to the overhook side. Here, see how this wrist control right? The top side. I can do it.
Put your hand. Yeah.
My bad.
my one viewer out there.
All right. So when I'm on my overhook side, I have it's much easier with this wrist control to manipulate his wrist. You see how I can keep it here till I'm ready to go, and when I'm ready to go, I can even use a thumb pry if I need to, or if I can get all the way to pinky, this is best. If I can get a pinky pry, I can peel up and extend, and I can keep holding at the pinky. This is the maximum amount of leverage I can get. It's all the way at the end of the lever. So if I'm able to kind of give this rotational pressure as I pull down, and I'm able to keep his palm close to his chest, remember, the more that his hand gets away from his body, the stronger he's going to get. The more that I keep this pressure and I keep carving down into his body, the weaker he stays. Once I get it to his belly button, this is where I can start coming over the top and trap him. Okay. So running this one from the overhook side, we haven't been on the overhook side, we've been on the underhook side. But I'm able to work to the pinky, the meat of the pinky. I'm able to pry and push, but I'm able to carve down towards his stomach the whole time. I don't want to get out here. And at the same time, remember, anytime I break this grip, I'm gonna go ahead and start trying to stick a choke in. Give him a lot of things to think about. Don't just give him one thing to fight. Give him like 3 battles to fight. Give him my legs and the choke and this grip that he knows I'm trying to go for. He knows I'm going for an arm trap. Once I get it to his belly button, I can come over the top, and I can carve down, and I can hide my shoelaces in the small of his back. And from here, it's just a 1-on or it's a 2-on-1. Start locking in my straight one. Any questions on that one? It's pretty simple. But keep running the straight jacket too. Because both of these are really close. Straight jack's a really good system if you're really good at it. And I want to keep running it too, because I suck at it. I got 1, 2, 3.
You do show me that straight jacket.
I'll show it to you.
Yeah.
I can show you. I can show it to you. That's fine. I want the bullets on the barrel.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Jump out the straight jack.
Yeah.
Underhook side. I go to get the choke. He peels. As he peels down, right here, I'm able to collect the meat of his pinky here, and then I need to start pommeling my underhook hand back on the inside as I pull his hand to his elbows and cinnamon. And I'm looking for this hand as well, right? Because he's not just gonna he's accuracy. This is where I'm looking at the idea because I'm in control of his elbow center line and his palm Really bell button. So I can work that.
What's that? Pills. You're gonna grab it.
Grab that, press the other one to his belly. Yep.
Yes,
Now you're
better
straight
if you
jack.
get on your side.
You know how guys in straight jack, they're like this all the time? I think like a true exact straight jack is like this, but you're
What's that?
dropping that bottom hand down.
You did it like this?
Yeah, I was almost coming over like over the elbow with my thigh and carving down.
Over the right here.
Yeah. Otherwise, if I don't get over the elbow, I don't feel like I'm gonna trap the arm.
Okay, make sure this arm is pinned back here.
When you're actually on your side, you'll be able to
Right.
put it in the smallest back.
The smallest back.
How do you put the elbows on again? You just want the top. No.
If you're wanting to go two straight jackets, you're gonna want this on this. Where it has this direct. If you're wanting to go to, like, this is, I think this is that straight jacket. You're just taking spot like the rest of the belly, set up hard. This one goes across, kind of like zipper out from the top. But there really is a couple of different ways to make that hand exchange, so it's, and he's gonna dictate some of that too, because you're like scrambling. It's just however you can get it. But if you can manipulate it how you want it, there's a couple of different ways.
All right, let's see if we can, I'll get through it.
That's a big part.
Yeah. Down. I don't have
When you're doing hard, hard on it there.
Oh, all right.
He falls.
Supposed to go up. Trying to.
Yeah.
You gotta skim over. Right.
I mean, it's rusty. That's
What it was showing. Show style.
Yes. All right. So,
Grab it.
undo that. I don't know. That's okay. That's pretty much right.
I always fall. You can't. I'm on for short.
I'm gonna under.
Now you.
I'm just gonna smile. Pull it over.
Especially with like one part of the that's how you have but the more you train, the more myself really hard, more
Right? Yeah, that's, I usually do that because your dad's are. Yeah, he does. I gotta take that over.
I think I was your one viewer.
I'm playing the long game, man.
I hear you.
Yes, yes. Very much. Yeah. Here, go back to the next one. Same thing here from one. We know he's going to break the line. They had it. All you can do is just bring them through. No, you're not.
Okay, we are still having class. Everybody's just off camera here. There was nothing happening on video, so I just turned out like that. Like, we're still having class. There's just nobody in front of the camera. Hey, look, when I go, come here. Come here. So when I go to the channel, I see that. When I go to view, it's me.
Oh, the thumbnail she's kind of frozen.
But no, the thumbnail's showing both
Well, the
cameras.
thumbnail's like frozen from a few minutes ago when I had both.
But it's been like that for a while.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
I mean, like, it probably is like on a poll, like every 10 minutes or something, like probably update something.
Yeah, that's all I see when I go live though right now. So,
If you have time after you're done. Fine. Just for some time. My, I'm trying to make more shorts and reels and stuff.
Yeah.
He's got a videographer. He's gonna come. He's gonna come in for class once a month to shoot everything.
how about the day that was here before?
And then he's gonna, and then we're just gonna also have like a shoot day every month and shoot like a ton of stuff. It's a fine budget.
Yeah, this too expensive to kind of like.
So, I mean, you can see my.
So you're pushing it. Pushing it to give it to this.
He's relatively new.
I think it's
They want to go
very well established.
tournament.
It seems to be.
I was impressed with what he did.
Yeah, I turned that out in like 5 minutes.
It's like, man,
That was awesome.
Yeah.
I was like, man,
So I give refuge. Have
Yeah.
families.
That'd be fun.
Pretty much.
So, yeah, I'm trying to explain stuff that like the shorts is really easy. Seems to be good or bad. It's like that one with Jane, like that we got there about these. Just we don't have guys we can.
he did that. I was like, man,
Just like it's like I don't think that like a regular segment. That was my best video so far.
your commentating on it was also really funny.
Right. Yeah. I was fine.
Have you seen the guy that also this dog on Instagram?
You're like, I
Also,
That's similar. Like,
hey, let's do one more. This one's super simple. All right, so this one is it's not a straight jacket. This is just like utilizing this wrist control to get a 2-on-1 quickly, so we can sink in a one-handed choke. So we're still on the underhook side, and anytime I've got my wrist control on my underhook side, and I get control of this top side arm, again, especially if I get right here where I can pry at the pinky, and I get a lot of control because I can also cave the knuckles in. We know this, like, you can get a really strong grip, and if I can get across all the knuckles and like burrito them in, the grips just melt away, right? So here, if I can get this stripped, all I'm looking to do is get it lower than his other hand, and I can easily see how easy it is for me to manipulate this, especially when I'm out there at the pinky. If I can get it right there, I can actually use my underhook hand to pommel his own hand on top of his other, like that, right? So we're here, I push down, and then I'm using my grip to manipulate his hand on top of his own hand, and I'm sliding my choke arm up for a one-handed strangle. Again, this one is, you can usually get these pretty tight too for the strangle. So here, and I'm immediately sliding up, and I'm cupping around the trap. I'm putting my chin on there, and even if at this point, once I've hidden my thumb, he's gonna have a really hard time defending, even if he gets his hand back right. But it's not one of those things where we're gonna go slow. Like, I'm not gonna do this and then just like hang out, because like this is just slowing him down. This is not gonna keep him forever. Like, all right, get out now, get out, right? Like, it's not gonna, me getting right here, don't let me do it. But get your hand up. All right, it's just slowing him down. So once I get this control and I trap and then I pommel inside, I gotta go. Okay. Anyone else need to see that or have a question on that one? All right, 1, 2, 3. Get a few more reps of all of them, and we're gonna call it there. And then we'll be back on. We'll actually be on triangles next from the back. That's what which is what all this, like, being able to trap arms, isolate arms from the back, like, is one of the foundations of setting the triangle left.
Hey, watch for talking. You want that to see it.
You don't need to. Talk to that.
Oh, yeah.
So you're pushing.
Taking the top, right? I'm coming up, then you grab that, right? Top control. Correct, I think that's right.
So he, see how you go, I'm breaking this and pulling him up and stopping it. Down, get this out. Yes.
And it's momentary. You can probably feel where you can kind of rip that away, but while you're ripping this, he's already slipped. So it's just a delay.
It's really gonna be painful.
How about the car?
Yeah.
Yeah. You have a beard earlier. And long your beard is of course.
I want to be active. I'm probably not. Places that JC likes to
What's that?
likes to do the old jersey slice with the. I don't give it up. It's like. You mean?
We used to always speech every time we taught that technique. We'd always give a speech of like, guys, just so you know, when you cut someone's throat, you don't cut it like round, jab in there, you push through.
Hey, that's what they teach him.
That's what, yeah, that's what we used to say. It's like, it was one of Nate's special forces buddies that told him that.
Yeah, it's always in the throat. Yeah, that way, because if you do that, it gets the windpipe and then if it gets in the journey.
I tried to help us last night too. Chris, he's got red hair.
But see, you can cut the throat, you miss the windpipe. So they can still use it. You can always, like the dude is, you ever seen in, what's that movie, with, I can't remember the name. It's like based in like the 40s or 30s when the meat shot on her face. It cuts the dude's throat, he closes it up. So it's got,
The Revenant?
no, it's not Revenant. That's what Leonardo DiCaprio. That's when the bear tore it dirty there.
Yeah, that's what I'm picturing in my head, I guess.
A really good movie.
That was great.
You know, he really cut that horse open and just stayed in it. It slept in.
I heard that.
Yeah, he got really sick from that scene. I don't.
Wait, what are y'all talking?
Leonardo DiCaprio literally like slept in.
All right, guys. Any questions before
Got in it.
we wrap?
You know what I mean?
I know none of the techniques are like super sexy tonight. It's the first time you explain, but just how much that up here. All right, guys. Y'all can hit the clock. Stop our stream.